Another one of those, I guess more than Santa Barbara friends, family legacy friends, is Adam Topol. I had the pleasure of meeting Adam through Jack here, and Adam was kind enough to gift Danny a drum set. Adam's a really amazing Latin-inspired and then some drummer, percussionist extraordinaire. And I think Danny would appreciate some percussion right now from Adam.
Wow, the royal set. Dude, I have to go in after you? It's just not fair. Or all you guys are great. I'm actually Adam Topol's drum tech. I'm gonna just fix this thing. By the way, this guy has thrown me into so many situations, but I'm most nervous right now, so... All right.
I'm Jack, Danny's cousin in love. He's kind of a perfectionist. I know him too well, so I know he probably wants to tune things up. No, but Adam was so sweet. I just wanted to recall that I can remember the conversation when I left Danny's house, and been a hard day just to hold it together, thinking back to old memories, every photo I see on here, and thinking back to that phone call, leaving the house, and just thinking, we need to get Danny a drum set. He was so musically inspired, and with everything he was going through, I just thought I'm going to call Adam up and see about getting a drum set sent out to Danny. And I was thinking we were going to pay for it or whatever. And the first thing Adam said is he knew Danny at this point, and we all love Danny. And so he's like, it's on me. I'm sending it right now. He's like, it'll be there in like a couple of days. So, anyways, this is the drum set that Adam was so sweet to gift that to Danny, and it's been here at the Music Center. Is that where it's been living? Yeah. That's great to think how many kids have been playing on this thing. Yeah, good. yeah, that's good. But anyways, Adam's so modest that when I saw drum solo on the thing, I was laughing when I was thinking, here comes Adam's going to come do a drum solo. But no, Adam, what are you going to play for us? A little like a jazz beat, something? Just do a rock and solo for us, man. Do it.
Like speculation kind of thing, like who's coming in town.
I know him totally. I knew he was going to tinker for a little while. Am I playing after Adam? Why don't I grab a guitar and I can be playing while you're there? We can play together. We're good at backing each other up, we know.
So Jack sort of jumped the gun and didn't let me introduce him. But I'm going to take this moment to introduce Jack, who doesn't need an introduction, but most people don't know what truly a wonderful big brother Jack was to Danny. And so much so that for one school assignment, Danny was to write about his hero, and he chose to write about Jack. Jack gave Danny his first surfing lesson and was always teaching him guitar tricks, chords, licks, strum patterns, and more than that, Jack taught Danny about life. And my parents and I appreciate all the time and love that Kim, my cousin, and Jack spent with Danny, and the love that they gave to our family, from Jack's driving down to Danny's birthday party just days after the diagnosis, to their being by his side in his last days of life. Jack and Kim have been with us, supporting us every step of the way. And they've continued to honor Danny by supporting programs for students with disabilities at UC Santa Barbara, connecting young people to music through support for arts, sharing Danny's story, and so much more. So I wanted to make sure you all understand how grateful we are to both Kim and Jack.
Thank you. Saturday morning and it's time to go. Wonder this could be the days we couldn't know. Loading in the back of a pickup truck, riding with the boys, pushing the luck, singing songs loud on the way to the game. But wishing all the things could still be the same. Shine some runs up with the fast. But cool on the ball, so the parkway. We used to laugh a lot, but only because we thought everything would always go to me. Ain't nothing gonna change, there's no need to complain. Break it out, Sunday morning, it's time to go when raining all night, so everybody knows. Over to the field for tackle football, big hits, big ass, yeah, give me the ball. The rain is pouring, touchdowns pouring. Come on, go, let that go. Come on, come on, come on, come here. Something kind of funny for me, we used to laugh a lot, but only because we thought that everything would always go to me. Ain't nothing gonna change, there's no need to complain. Alright, let's hear a nice drum solo. Monday morning, get out of Topol. Monday morning in this time, with drums and school books and sand on my toes to win and think again I got the bus stop. Driving up the hill with the burnt out views with my best friend getting wants to go with you. Eat about sugar milk after school. My best friend getting wants to go with you. So me about sugar milk after school. Well, we used to laugh, but only because we thought that everything was always good. We used to laugh, but only because we thought everything would always go. Everything would always go. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. One more? We'll do one more. Gotta get home, there's a garden to tend, all the fruits on the ground. Birds have all moved back into my hand. Whistle instead, the young learn to fly. I will patch up the holes once again. Well, I can't believe that my lime tree is dead. I thought it was sleeping, I guess it got fed up with not being fed. And I would be too, food in my belly and hope that my time isn't soon. So I try to understand what I can hold in my hand, and whatever I find my way back to you. And if you try to find it too, cause this place is overgrown, it's a waxing moon. Oh, miss, wherever we are, if there's love here too. The back of my house is a trail that won't end. We've been walking so far, it grew back in, and now there's no trail at all, only grass growing tall. Get on my machete and bang with time once again. But I'm bound to lose, cause I'll be down the time to win. Gotta get home, there's a garden to tend, all the seed from the fruit buried and begin their own family trees. Teach them thank you and please, spread their own roots, then watch the young fruit grow again. And This old trail will lead me right back to where it began. So I try to understand what I can hold in my hand, and whatever I find my way back to you. And if you try to find it too, 'cause this place is overgrown, it's a wax and mold. Home is wherever we are, if there's love here too. I said home is wherever we are, if there's love here too. Oh, home is wherever we are, if there's love here too. Sorry, I'm not trying to hog the stage. They're asking me to do one more. Now, I'm happy to play music. Danny was that was such a sweet story to share. It was really great to get to teach Danny and Alicia to surf. I remember that day, the first time we all surfed together, and to get to teach him some of his first chords. But honestly, I learned so much from Danny as the years went on about music. Just his love. When somebody's that inspired and that into music, it just rubs off on you. Sometimes, as you get older and you get busy and stuff, you forget about listening to music. And he was such a music fan. He was always listening to new bands. And so every time I'd see him, he'd turn me on to new music, and he would get me to put on headphones and really get deep into music again. And so, he was really inspiring. And his songs, when he started writing his own songs, they were just so touching and so heartfelt and so authentic, like you said, Jacob. He was always probably one of the most comfortable in his own skin people I ever met in my whole life. He was a little bit of a mini me with Great Uncle Frank. Where's Great Uncle Frank? I love seeing that photo of you out there when your hair was all black still. That was cool. My kids started laughing when they saw it. They were like, look at this. It looks just like him, but his hair's all black. But he really was. He was just the life of the party always, and it was not to get attention or anything. It was always just, it was so much fun to play board games, card games, anything with Danny. The family get-togethers have never been the same without him, but he's always there still. He really is always, a lot of times in my mind, in stressful times, I'll be thinking to myself, what would Danny do in this situation? Because he was always so cool when it was busy and going through the most stressful things. You'd run into Danny and you'd visit him in the hospital, or you'd visit him when he was going through the hardest part. And he was the one that would always make you laugh, and he was able to just be so present and always enjoying himself. So anyway, we played this song together a few different times. We played this one, many times. So I'm gonna play this one. It's called Better Together. So here you go. Just want to say how nice it is to see all Danny's friends all grown up too. 10 years later, all engaged and everything. Congratulations to all you guys. It's really nice to see you all again. There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart and our dreams. And they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs and sepia tone love. And love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart, like why we're here and where do we go and how come it's so hard. It's not always easy and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's so much better when we're together. Yeah, it's so much better when we're together. Well, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Yeah, it's so much better when we're together. Yeah, it's so much better when we're together. And all of these moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. But I know that they'll be gone. The morning light sings, will bring us new things. But tomorrow night you see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I gotta do. But if all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene, I'll be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we gotta do, or places we got to be. We sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, so much better when we're together. Well, we're somewhere in between together. Yeah, so much better when we're together. Yeah, so much better when we're together. But I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Ain't I? And when I wake up, you look so pretty, sleeping next to me. But there's not enough time, and there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say, but I will still tell you one thing: we're better together. We're so much better when we're together. Miss you, Danny. We love you, Danny.
Wow. Thank you so much, Adam and Jack. We're going to take a short break. I want to acknowledge the man who you've seen making all of this happen, Fabio Rojas Jimenez. Thank you for being our audio technician, DJ extraordinaire. And so while we take a 5-minute break, I encourage you to eat food and drink. And Fabio may, if we don't keep him too busy, he's also a very talented musician, and so he may grace us with a bit of musical interlude too. And we'll come back, we have more programs, so please stick around.